Here's what troubles me. We live in an age when any one of us and our young children, our grandchildren now in my case, can go on their computers, go to Google, and search an enormous array of databases immediately. My impression, and Director Blair, Mr. Leiter, you respond to this, is that at NCTC, we don't have that ability now. You've got a series of separate databases from different parts of the intelligence community and the government, so that in that sense, and you've got access to all of them, plenty of sharing, but there's not a program, a search engine right now by which you can, by act or by some automatic software programming, can have expected in this case, for instance, that there would have been a hit and an alarm on Umar Farouk Abdul Muttalib, Nigeria, December 25th. Am I right? Do we not have that capacity within the NCTC?
Senator, we do not have that exact capacity, but I would note that over the past several years, we have worked with folks from across government and some of the private sector companies that you would expect have that best technology.
Right.
And the answer uniformly has been that is not as easy a problem as people would expect. I think we have some potential technological solutions on the very, very near-term horizon that we're attempting to implement within weeks. And frankly, we were surprised, I was surprised, at the extent to which other agency searches weren't hitting against very critical data sets that might have uncovered this and then highlighted them for NCTC and others.
Director Blair, do you want to add anything to that?
I would only amplify on what Director Leiter said, Mr. Chairman. The search tools that we now have depend on certain characteristics, and I don't want to describe them here, but they also have blind spots that that don't allow the sort of Google-like sort of idea that we have from our own computers. Several of those shortcomings came up in this case, which we can fix. I think that the other thing that I've learned from this is that almost all of our energy was focused on building these systems, hooking together, getting the search engines. We don't have enough of a testing regime so that we do the what-ifs before we have one of these incidents, put partial information in, see where it goes, fix those, and find those for ourselves. And that sort of continued self-testing is going to be a greater part going forward, so that we can make some of these mistakes for practice before we make them for real.
Oh, okay, so you're with a sense of real urgency going now after improving what I would call the search capacity across the databases you have automatically to come up with linkages, correct?
Correct, and I would just stress that this is not actually a new problem from our perspective.
Right,
this is something we've been working with vehemence. We have obviously not gotten to the point we need to get, and we're trying to accelerate.